Hey, you guys. So, I feel like crap. I am massively sick right now. Basically, today is Monday. On the day I'm filming this, you guys will see this on Wednesday. And I've been sick since last Wednesday. So, I've been sick for 6 days straight now. I do not know what this is. It's like a combo of like the cold and the flu or something because it feels like cold, but the severity of it is like a flu. I have been massively like non-functional ill. There were about 3 days there where I couldn't function at all. I'm only filming today because I really want to get video up for you guys. As you guys can quite obviously hear, I am not well at all. I'm very sick and not feeling good at all. And my husband's very sick too. But I have no idea what this is, where I got it. I just feel like absolute trash. I feel so bad. I've been running fever on and off, like a low fever though, not like a flu fever. So I have no freaking clue. But anyway, I'm filming my February favorites today. So this is gonna kind of be for all of February and just the little squidging part of March we've been through before. Okay, we've been through like the first third of March, who am I kidding? But it's going to kind of cover the first few days of March too, because my very first favorite happened on March 1st. You guys, I got BTS tickets. I'm going back to Chicago. I'm so freaking happy. It was on the first day of sales for the first day of the Chicago Stadium tour. It was when they were still taking phone sales and no one could get through Ticketmaster's website because like the whole website was crashing like left and right. I managed to get through on the phone and I got floor seats. I'm not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be up the barrier, right next to the stage. Didn't happen, but I got section B1, which is on the floor. Really good section. Still should be an amazing view. Hopefully I'm not the shortest girl there and I don't have like crazy tall people in front of me, but I think it should be good because I'm far enough back. I should still be able to see things. I hope. I don't know. I've actually never been to a stadium concert before. I've been to some really large concerts. Like I went to Live 8 back in 2005? 2004, 2005, I can't remember what year that was, but that was like huge. That was like when Beyonce and Jay-Z just started like dating. I feel old now. Anyway, that was a huge concert, but I've never been to like a stadium concert before. So I'm super excited. I'm so grateful to get floor tickets. So if by any chance any of you are on the floor near that section on May 11th for the BTS concert, if you see me, say hi. I would love to say hi to you guys. I'm going to be there with my husband. We're going to be in Chicago for a couple days again. I freaking love that city. I'm so excited to go back. So again, I have restaurant recommendations, things I should do, things I should see, because honestly, the first time we went there last year in October, we literally ate at Chick-fil-A and Chipotle because we were there for one night. We ate before the concert and we ate lunch the next day, and that's like all we ate. Well, that and like 3 different Starbucks trips, but there's a Starbucks everywhere. It makes me so happy. Like constant coffee access. Anyway, I'm not quite sure where we're staying yet, but we'll get that figured out. Probably, maybe the Conrad, I'm not sure. I freaking loved it there though, by the way. Excellent hotel. But I have floor seats and I am so happy. I wanted to try and get tickets for the second night, but since it was a Sunday and my husband didn't think he could handle 2 nights of a stadium full of screaming girls, which I understand. I did try and get tickets for the second day, and I didn't quite tell him that if we got floor seats for a second day, we'd probably be going to both days, but that didn't happen. By the time I got through the queue, all that was left was like the 200, 300 section. So I was like, you know what? I will be so happy with what I've got and enjoy the trip. We're going to be there for 2 nights this time so we can be well rested before the concert. But that is like my big favorite. Like I'm still I can't quite believe it at this point. I'm so happy. Moving on though, I'm going to share with you kind of my makeup and beauty favorites. I don't have a ton this month, but I do have a few, and a lot of these are newer products I've been trying out. First up, thank you guys so much for your recommendations on my latest empties video. And with my hair, as you can see, it's definitely starting to look better. It's starting to improve. I got tips from you guys. I got tips from some different people at salons and stuff that I just like ran into on the street because I like talk to everybody. I try and talk to everybody, which is weird because I'm an introvert, but like I'm a social introvert, if that makes sense. But anyway, this is a favorite this month. This is the Matrix Biolage Hydra Source Aloe Mask. Shout out to the girl in my comments who I don't think I got back to, I'm sorry, who recommended this. You recommended this, and one of the hairstylists at Ulta also recommended this. This is an amazing mask. It's really good. I got the small tub. I've been using it all month, and like that's how much I have left. I have a ton of this left. I'm probably only like less than a quarter of the way through the jar. It smells amazing, and you can use this for like 3 minutes. You can use this for half an hour, whatever. I left on my hair for like 15 minutes last night, and it really helped. My ends are still pretty dry, but they're like 8 million times better than before. It will also help once it warms up a bit here, and I won't have to have the heater on like constantly. But yeah, big fan of this. Next favorite is this. This is the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. I had never tried this. I tried all different kinds of cuticle removers, and then I tried the Blue Cross cuticle remover, the professional kind that you can get at Sally's. Got a huge ball of it, is using it for years. One thing I don't like about it is even if you follow the directions exactly, it will leave ridges in your nails from where the cuticle remover was. That means it's eating through my nail tissue, even the couple seconds it's on my hands. Not a big fan of that. And I'm almost done with that ball anyway, so I decided to pick this up and try it. Now, I have not had enough nail growth time to tell if this leaves ridges or not. If you've used this, do you know, does this leave ridges in your nail bed or not? Let me know. I do know that this works really fast and really well, and I like that it's in a gel formulation and way less messy than the Blue Cross remover, because that one's a liquid. It goes everywhere. It will destroy whatever it lands on. So this is much easier to use in general. So I like this one a lot. So hopefully it stands the test of time and doesn't leave ridges. We will see. Speaking of nails, my nails look awesome right now, and that's because they're fake. You guys know I have terrible nails. They're very weak. They're very thin. They don't grow thick and healthy and gorgeous, or can grow long no matter what I do. I've tried everything forever, and I've given up, and I'm obsessed with these. You know, I've mentioned these before. I went for probably a couple months without wearing these, but now that we're getting into warmer weather, and honestly, I'm tired of my hands looking like crap, I am wearing these again. These are the Impress Gel Manicure. They're press-on manicure. They're fake nails. These are press-on nails. They are freaking amazing. They're fantastic. You can find these at any price point from like $5 to $8, depending on where you shop. So look around. Different stores have different patterns and have different prices. So you may have to pay a little bit more because one store that is more expensive only has the pattern you really like, if that makes sense. But it says new on here. These are the oval edition ones, the same ones I'm wearing. This says new. They did change these a little bit to slimmer yet stronger. The nails are thinner. They are more prone to bending. It makes them look more realistic. But if you're prone to like, you know, using your nails as tools, which by the way don't, they are going to bend. It does make them look very well, the glitter ones don't bend, but they're going to bend, so they are more prone to getting like little bend lines or to being damaged in that case. However, they're also tapered at the cuticle now. Like this part, the cuticle part, is tapered when it used to be more flat. So it's better for people who have like smaller fingernails, unusual shaped fingernails, thinner cuticles, things like that. They definitely fit better. And my hair used to catch in these like all the time. Like I would wear these and run my hands through my hair and rip my hair out, and now I can do that and like nothing catches. And I've totally trashed my hair, but nothing catches. So the tapered cuticles made a huge difference in the wearing comfort because I don't risk ripping my hair out. So that is amazing. I also wanted to point out, hold on, I have an open box here. It used to be that these only had the number on the tip of the nail, on the underside tip of the nail, just like every other fake nail out there. They were so freaking hard to read, especially if you had pattern nails or glitter ones or basically anything other than light colored plain nails were very difficult to read. It was a giant pain in the butt. And on these new ones, I noticed, okay, I don't know if you can see it, but now the number is on the little cuticle tab right there. It's clear, but like it's stamped into it. Let me grab something dark. Maybe you can see like there. The number's on the cuticle tab now, and it makes it so much freaking easier to find your size in these. So they take like half the time to apply now, thank goodness. So yeah, huge fan of these. I love the new design, the way they redid it, much easier to use, and yeah, fantastic. Big fan of that. Anyway, moving on, because I feel like I'm going on major tangents here. Next favorite, it is what I'm wearing right now. It's what I am using as an eyeshadow base as well. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 12. I love this concealer. I think it's fantastic. When I first tried it out, I was a little hesitant because I had some dry patches underneath my eyes. Once I got those cleared up and was able to properly try this out, I'm a huge fan of this concealer. I think it is an excellent alternative to Shape Tape. Is it as pigmented? No. Nothing is as pigmented as Shape Tape. However, this is very creamy, very comfortable to wear. It does not dry out underneath your eyes. It looks really good. You can set it with powder without it looking crepey, which is amazing. And I really like it. I think that is an all-around great concealer. And for $6, hello, you can't beat that. Huge fan. So happy you can buy that in Ulta now. My next favorite is what I'm wearing on my lips, and this is one of the new NYX Candy Slick Glowy Lip Colors. I hesitated buying these for a very long time because NYX lip glosses can be a bit tricky sometimes, but I found that if I apply this and then smooth it down with my finger, it doesn't dry down, but almost like settles down to this soft satiny finish, or you can put on super thick and have it really glowy. But it's really pretty. This shade is Watermelon Taffy. I love the color. It's gorgeous. It smells like candy, basically like a generic candy, but the color is beautiful and the product is super pigmented. And I've worn this for a couple weeks now and I have not noticed any separation. Sometimes when you wear a gloss, especially a super pigmented gloss like that, you will see when you're wearing it, you will see the pigment go into the lines of your lips and then the oil stay outside of it. So you can actually see the oil separate from the pigment and it looks horrible up close. This does not do that. This is a very nice lip gloss. So I'm a huge fan of it. I would just recommend applying it lightly because if you go super heavy with it, it can be a little thick. That's pretty much it. My next beauty favorite is actually a moisturizer I've been trying out, and I may have mentioned this in favorites before because I've gotten samples of this before. I just haven't purchased it yet, and this is from the company Belief, and this is the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. This is so good for winter skin. So good. It's not thick. It's not greasy. You guys know I cannot stand thick, greasy moisturizers. This is light, it's soft, it soaks into your skin really beautifully, but I have been using this at night and even during the day before makeup. That is why I put on this morning. It's a very, very nice moisturizer. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's excellent for combination skin. I think it's excellent for oily skin. For dry skin, this might not be enough. If you have dry skin, I would layer this with something heavier, like some sort of occlusive on top, just to help it really sink in if you have super dry skin. But for any other skin type though, I think this would work beautifully. Even my skin, which can tend to be oily, especially oily in some areas, does wonderfully with this. Huge fan of it. And a little goes a very long way. And then my last makeup favorite is what I am wearing on my brows. Oh, thank you, Urban Decay. Thank you so, so much for making this. This is like my new go-to brow product because this is like, it takes about the same amount of time to apply the way I do it as the Anastasia Dip Brow does. However, having it all in just one easy container, I don't have to pull out an extra brush. This is going to be freaking fantastic to travel with. Like, oh my gosh. I love this. This is so good. I have the color Brown Sugar, which is perfect for my hair tone. It's a teensy squidge on the warm side, but it's so neutral that you would have to like really get in there. So if you have more like cool tone, neutral toned hair like I do, this will still work really, really well. I think the shade range in this is excellent. I love this pen. This pen is fantastic. I always do the first half of my brows with the pen, and then with the pencil side, I will underline my brows and fill in my tail and my little bald spots right up here. And it works so, so well. This looks a lot more natural than even the most natural application I can do of dip brow. Now, don't get me wrong, when I'm still going for those wow, amazing, really want to stand out brows, I'm still going to go for dip brow because my brow hair is so thin and so light. I really need that extra oomph if I want to have like that Instagram style brow. But for an everyday, comfortable, normal look or softer brow, this is freaking fantastic. All right, guys, can you hear my voice going? It's going already. I talked a lot the other day and I almost lost it entirely. So I was actually really quiet this morning, hoping it would last long enough to film. I have two more favorites I want to tell you guys about. First is a book. It's called Victoria. If you're into historical fiction at all, like I love historical fiction, this book is excellent. It's just called Victoria. And it's actually the book that the PBS series Victoria was based on. This book is so, so good. It talks all about the early life of Queen Victoria, growing up, the early years of her reign, meeting her husband, like all of it. It's so, so good. It's really beautifully written, and it's written more like a novel. So if like standard historical text kind of bore the crap out of you with like all the dates and all the, no, this is written like a novel. If you love Downton Abbey, you'll go crazy over Victoria. So I highly recommend it. And then for shows, me and my husband are actually in the middle of a show on Netflix. This is one of the most popular Korean dramas like ever. And I waited and waited and waited, and we're finally watching it. It's Strong Girl Do Bong Soon. This show is so good. Fair warning, it's really creepy. So there's like the main story, and then there's like the secondary kind of like side story. And the side story is about a serial kidnapper, like a really psychotic serial kidnapper, really, really creepy. So if that kind of stuff really bothers you, you might not like this show. However, the main storyline and the romance and the way everything ties in together is just so, so good. We're on episode, I can't remember. I think we're actually just slightly over halfway through. I can't remember exactly which episode, but it's really, really good, and I highly recommend it so far. I'm just hoping that the ending is good, because half the time, Korean dramas, half the time I hate the endings. So we'll see. As long as the ending's good, I highly recommend it. And if you guys have any recommendations for Korean dramas I should watch, please let me know. I'm always, always, always looking for recommendations for shows, books, movies, anything you've been loving. Just let me know down below because like I love trying new stuff. I'm gonna end this favorites video here because yeah, I have to talk some more later today and my voice, like I can hear it in my ears, it's starting to go pretty bad. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your patience with my filming and uploading schedule being a little bit crazy like last week because I was sick and like unable to actually like do anything. And then this week where I'm still kind of sick and actually trying to upload on time and hoping it actually happens. Anyway, thank you guys for your patience. I want to say hi to all my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. And if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And go ahead and give me a like too. You guys can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm pretty much everywhere and all the links for those are down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Bye.